Ladies and gentlemen, match 3 of the Grid Championship. Both of our long drivers from the USA. We've got Bobby Longway Ray from West Palm Beach, Florida, and from Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Jeremy the Nowak Swing Nowak.
I have no personal beef with him, but I do think his swing is a little gimmicky. And I think a lot of his followers come from just seeing he swings and they assume that he hits it really far because he has that big, ridiculous leg kick, but we'll see how that big leg kick translates under the heat of battle.
What I feel about him, I feel like I want to send him home losing by 30 plus yards, and that's the honest truth. I think I have what it takes to beat him by a substantial amount.
That is not Bobby Ray. The sun is out, the guns are out. In his trademark sleeveless shirts, put your hands together for Bobby the Longway Ray. You folks are in for a real treat. This man has a unique swing style. You are about to see something you've never seen before. Put your hands together, let's bring him in style. Jeremy Nowak!
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Here we go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, big hurt.
Gents. Now, some of you may notice there's a bit of a height discrepancy between the commentator and the players. There's still even taller ones coming. So I have to reach higher just to be able to interview these guys. So, Bobby, first of all, in this country we say sun's out, guns out when guys wear sleeveless shirts. What's the idea? Is that your unique look?
I'm just here to have some fun, but I just didn't want the sleeves. They were restricting, you know, they give you tan lines. This is why I'm going to go as fast as possible for this awesome South African crowd tonight.
So, Jeremy, you're a former baseball player. We don't get a lot of that in this country, but we do understand the sport. Obviously, you know how to swing a bat, so obviously that helps you with the golf, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, no, as far as a whole career of swinging baseball bats, it's definitely driven me to this sport. I'm excited to show the crowd what I could do.
Another question for you, that unique swing style of yours, where did that come from?
That was a night at Topgolf. Made a couple pictures and then decided to see how I could compress a golf ball as hard as I can. And that was back in 2019. Been doing it ever since.
And last question for you, Bobby. Longway, the nickname, is that just because you hit the ball so far?
Let's just say yes.
Right, maybe that's a PG-18 comment. Gents, we are ready to rip it, ready to crash it, ready to kill it. Match number 3, Bobby Ray versus Jeremy Nowak. And Bobby, the clock will be starting shortly for you. You'll be on the clock.
Sean Falconer, the man who is the official starter and interviewer down there. And yeah, I'm sorry that Shawnee didn't show us his guns. Maybe he should have rolled up his shirt too. Maybe later. But here he is. The man with the big guns is ready to rock and roll, and he certainly knows how to do that.
Did you hear what he said about Jeremy's golf swing? He said it was a little gimmicky. But I feel like Bobby's golf outfit is a little gimmicky. I mean, look at that.
Well, there you go. Everyone's got that. Look at that. A double peg up there, so that tells you where that swing comes from. 20 seconds before we see him launch the first of 8 big ones out there. Where can he send it? Can he send it a long way into the Benoni sky tonight?
Oh, he's pumped. He's a competitor. He wants to win, and he wants to win by a lot. You know where this first ball goes. And now you know what real long drive is about. First ball, it was a miss hit, and he's already at 207 miles an hour ball speed at 146 club head speed.
And only 1,500 spin rates.
Shot number 2 coming. And that's almost, it's not as far right as the other one. It was a little more left, but he didn't quite catch it at 197 miles an hour. But he's going through the motions right now. He's trying to figure out his swing for today. So the first one was way right. This one was right. Let's see if the next one is right down the middle. That is right down the middle at 212 miles an hour ball speed. It was a little low at 103 feet, but it might get a lot of roll. He already has a 350 on the board, and I feel like this one was longer.
And that 350 went OB, so it lost 25 yards there.
We have a 361 on the board, which is currently his longest ball. This one, he's only picking up the speed, 213 on that thing, but it snapped left.
Let's stand by. I have an idea that this is the one.
And again, he's working on that height. That's a better height. Still at 200 ball speed. He definitely has 215, 216 in him today. I already saw a 213. Wait for the one shot that he matches up. And that is right down the middle. He didn't like it. It was one-hand finish. He didn't like it. It was a miss hit. 193. But you never know. Sometimes these balls go a long way. And it rolled maybe like 25 yards. Let's wait for confirmation.
Yeah. That did have a big first bounce. Here we go. Second to last ball with 20 seconds on the clock. No, it's come over that one. Can he get there now in time?
He's got a 404 on the board. 404 the first ball over 400 yards. 404. And that's another one down the left side. It's drawing towards the left line. So I don't know if that's going to stay in. But a 404, the first first bill of the day. And look at that ball where it ended up. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Wow, that would have been 420, 430 plus, but it was just OB.
Just OB, but wow, what a series by Bobby Longway Ray. And a very, very impressive 8 balls that he launched there. I love what you said, Martin. He's trying to figure it out. Didn't quite have it. We saw in the warm-up earlier, he was battling to find his rhythm and battling to find where to launch it. But he was working at it there in the first set.
And you know, Arnold, the one big difference to golf is really you can learn from your last shot. So he flared out a few to the right, so he made an adjustment and hit it more left till he squared one up. So this was a very, very good set, and it shows how experienced of a long driver Bobby Ray is.
So what would he have worked on? If he was adjusting, what would the thought process have been?
It's probably ball position in the swing and probably how he releases the club.
So then, all eyes now on Jeremy Nowak and that Nowak step. Here we go. The first time South Africa sees it in competition.
That was not the start he was planning to hit. But, Arnold, this guy, the swingman, he's been working on his speed for the past 3 weeks, and wait till he squares one up. With that swing, obviously the timing is going to be off every now and then, but now look at the speed, 210 now. Wait till he squares one up.
This swing is all about timing. It's just timing.
That's very true. All about the right loading and unloading. Let's see how he does on the third one. And that is a bomb right down the middle at 210 ball speed with a slight cut. He's just riding the wind right now. The distance to beat is 404. Let's see where this ends up. That was a big ball.
Love those eyes. He's giving it the eye of the tiger. Here we go. Shot next. He's got another one in the air.
Wow, and that one at 215 ball speed down the right side. If that's not crossing the line, we might see a really big number. 404, the number to beat. As soon as he has it, the set is over.
So that one went 378. Is that one cutting back over out of bounds? But is it back in? Oh, it's going to be tight. That cut spin, probably not quite the shot he was looking for.
And we're still looking for a callback on ball number 2. Oh, he liked that shot.
It's out of here.
218, 241 feet up in the air. This ball was high. This ball was fast. This ball is going to break 404. I'm going to say it right now. That was a big ball.
That was huge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you know?
And
It was another one. He's let another one go, and he's got 10 seconds to let the last one go.
He did not quite catch it at 207, but he's got to hurry on this one. The step takes a while, but he got it off on time. But as you said, timing is everything. He probably rushed a little bit on that one because of the time, and he was out of sync. But he loved the set, and he loves the crowd, and he loves South Africa.
Well, in the end, when the man...
We have a 421!
No
we have a
way.
421 on the board!
Wow!
Jeremy Nowak just beat Bobby Ray in that first set by 15 yards.
Wow! When Bobby hit that, you thought that may be it. Look at that. So then, let's hear what he says.
Alrighty, Bobby. Bobby, how did that feel? First round for you.
Felt good. The adrenaline's definitely coursing through the veins. Didn't hit anywhere close to one of my best balls. So just waiting to tag one.
And of course, watching that unique style there and watching that ball just flying down the middle, does that fire you up, pump you up for the next round?
It does. He showed me how to do it right there. Was that at his 5th or 6th ball? Perfect launch. Hit it hard. So I need to repeat something like that. Like I said, I wasn't anywhere near hitting my best ball, and there's a lot left in the tank.
Are you actually tempted to maybe try that swing?
No.
There you go. That's right. Quick chat. Jeremy, let's get a view on you here for a few seconds as well. So, Jeremy, how did that feel? Sweet spot?
Oh yeah, no, that felt good. I'm starting to find the center face a little bit. We're gonna start getting into the 220s here in a second. So I'm feeling really good. I'm starting to get used to the match, trying to get used to this wind. I usually play a draw, so I was over there working on a cut, and I'm just riding that wind. So.
All right, so you've got another round to go, and you're going to be TO on first now, so we're going to get you ready. People, let's put your hands together for Jeremy Nowak, Bobby Ray!
Well, that was very, very impressive. Obviously, you're standing up there knowing you've got to go over 400. That is a big number in anyone's mind.
I mean, he's really just going to give it his all. The ball is going to do what the ball is going to do. All you can really control is the launch conditions and the speed. And remember what Jeremy just said? He said, we're going to see balls in the 220s here very soon. So, Jeremy, I'm waiting for it. Let's go. Let's show it.
I'm ready to. Just very unique address position and the wind-up. Reminiscent of baseball.
He liked that shot. 212 miles an hour, not quite the 220 yet, but 176 the height might be perfect out here. Let's see if that stayed in.
Remember, this is a man that played 6 years of professional baseball, including with the Baltimore Orioles. Ball number 2.
355 on the first one. This is probably going to be right, but he's climbing with a speed going towards the 220. And what he told me about his swing was he wants to make sure that he's taking his lead arm and his lead leg away at the same time. So as soon as he's rushing a little bit with his upper body, he might be out of sync.
Man, he does hit it incredibly hard. I do not know how that driver's face withstands that. It has to be double-plated.
It was really impressive when he came out in 2019 and he hit his first couple shots because everybody thought, wow, that swing is a little gimmicky. but he actually showed up and hit really good shots. And that shot, again, is high. That's really what we need out here, and it is fast. Not quite 220 yet, but really fast. One of the fastest balls we've seen today, but he's just got to square it up a little more.
Look at that apex, though. 235 up at the top there. You saw it, you heard it, it's on the way. That's going.
Balls right now in the 360s. The longest one at 369. I have a feeling Bobby can catch this easily. So Jeremy's got to step up his game. So that was a beautiful example of overcorrecting. So that's what we do in long drive, right? We hit a few balls right, then we're trying to hit a ball left. It was really fast at 216. So now, Jeremy, come on, let's go in between.
One last ball remains. He's got 10 seconds to do it in. That may be the one. There's that draw spin that's taking it out of bounds. Wow,
Jeremy
what a series.
he was really struggling with the OB line on this one. That's why he got such low numbers, because he got deducted 25 yards every single time.
Yeah, I mean, they were shocking numbers. There's a 374 there. That's dreadful.
For him,
yeah.
That is true. But 374, unless... Oh, we have a 404.
There
we have a
you
404,
go.
everybody.
That last ball. So that must have gone 320 in the OB.
And now watch the swing. Look at his lead arm and his lead leg. He was rushing a little bit with his lead arm there. Now he's planting his foot and boom, accelerates the club head through the impact zone. And he loved that shot.
Yeah, this, you call it what you like, call the swing whatever you like, but boy, when he catches it and when the timing is good, it flies. Now, Bobby Longway Ray, here we go.
Wow, 404 is the number to beat for him. Oh, he's going second, so he actually knows what to check. 185, definitely not his speed. I don't think he caught that. For both of these guys, Jeremy hits it even higher, but also the 174 for Bobby. That's a great height. That might be a really good ball down the left side. It might be a really good ball. At 215 ball speed, that's one of the fastest balls we've seen today. That was center struck.
So that first one went 380, which was not bad for what wasn't a strike out of the sweet spot.
That already beat 404. The third one is flat out right. It's also a little slower. I mean, 210 is not slow at all, but it's slower than the second one. If that second ball is in play, and it is at 409, Bobby Ray takes home set number 2 for 2 points.
So now he's got free reign. He can just let it rip.
So all of these are basically just for the show, for his practice, and to hopefully beat a new speed record. Come on, Bobby, let's show us 220. It's really good for him right now to just go through the motions, and because he told me his one thing that he focuses on is he tries to be really patient at the top and fire the hips first. That's a swing thought.
Just waiting for the transition at the top. That is really, if his swing is really on, you can see that that will be the time when he flies at 425.
Especially with these soft shafts, you really want to wait for them to properly unload so you can load them again and fire through the impact zone. Wow, that
There
was
you
a
go.
shot. He liked that. 215, 2,700 spin. It's straight right down the middle.
I'm really worried. We're right next door to OR Tambo here. He may be confusing some of the flight guys out there who are trying to direct flights in.
Arnold, I don't mean to interrupt, We have a 429 on the board.
429.
Let's go! Woo! This is long drive, baby! Let's
Called
go!
it. We actually said he could get it up there to the 425s. Well, he did better than that.
Yo, let's go! Can you guys hear me?
So the folks at home are watching
Dylan,
Bobby Ray.
Dylan,
Let's hear what they
stop
say.
eating. You're on TV, bud.
I'm
Stop
hungry,
eating.
guy.
Nick DeMarco, where are you right now? Traveling for a change?
Yeah, I thought I'd switch it up for a change here.
Hey, Lats family, how you guys doing? Hey, Jim. I can only see 4 of you guys right now.
We're doing great.
Finally started to hit a couple decent balls there. That first set was garbage.
You're looking good, though.
All right, guys. Thanks
Bobby.
for the support.
We're here too. You just can't
You
see
got
us.
So Bobby Ray, what is amazing for me, and I don't think that a lot of people who haven't done this before know how hard this is physically. By ball 3, the players are starting to sweat profusely. This is hard work, physical work.
And especially because 8 balls in 2 minutes and 30 seconds is really fast. So we're used to 8 balls in 3 minutes or 6 balls in 2:30. So these guys are hitting a lot quicker rhythm than they're used to.
How daunting is this new experience? Because this is as new for the players as what it is for spectators here. It must be rather daunting.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't hit yet, so I'm about to find out. But I truly believe Bobby Ray right now loves this. He absolutely loves it because it's a wide grid. He can just go all out. The OB balls really don't matter, and he's just trying to chase a speed number. Let's go. This first ball, set 3, the all-deciding set.
That's gone beautifully. Nice and high up. Look at the apex there.
I don't think it's stayed in bounds, though. We have a red signal, so that's OB. He gets a number, but it's not going to be his best one. He didn't quite like it, which is interesting because it's 212. That's not a bad number. 2,500 spin. That might actually go a long way.
But look at that first one. He didn't like it and it went 398. Let's look at this one and see where that ends up.
Another bomb. 213. I can't quite read his reaction. I don't know if he's not happy with these miss-hits or if he's just playing it off.
Second one went 422.
That is not a bad number. 422 yards. 429 once again. Didn't quite like that one either, but he's rolling in the 212s, 213s of ball speed. I mean, wait till he catches one. If these are the bad balls, come on, Bobby, what's the good one? Let's go, let's see one. Didn't like that one, flared out right. A little slower too. Definitely not the best ball of the set.
The last 3, the reaction has said it's been rubbish. The numbers say it's great.
I agree. 422, 429, 418. I'm sure he didn't like that one.
I guess to a certain degree, once you got a 429 up there, it's really hard to stick with it and stay because the adrenaline's flowing and you're thinking you can get more out of it. Wait for this one, Bobby.
Out right again. So he had a few left. He had a few right. He had a few down the middle. But this one is 217. That's the fastest ball I've seen from him today. So just square that up. It's 220 and it's going to go even longer. Oh, that's not a bad set.
That is
Not a bad set.
incredible. Just incredible. Look at that consistency. Only the second to last ball let him down a little, and that's when he started getting really fast. The man is a machine. What is the response going to be like from Jeremy Nowak? Is he going to get the sink in that Nowak step right now? Sink it with that lead arm and that lead leg.
Yeah, he's got to control the chaos. That's how he called it. It's controlled violence and controlled chaos with Jeremy Nowak.
It sounds a bit like boxing.
And interesting enough, he said his golf swing feels nothing like his batting swing. It's more of a pitching motion.
Yeah, it is that left leg mount, light up and round up on the mound.
And he also told me he's got 2 different driver setups. So he's got one that has more of a draw tendency, and he's got one more of a cut tendency. I'm wondering which one he's hitting right now. Let's see what the next shot shape is going to be.
Here's number 1. Interesting that he put the driver about a foot behind the ball and took it away from there. To able to step into the ball like that, and ball position here is even more critical for him than for the guys who do the standard swing.
Didn't quite like that one, but it's 215. So he said we're going to see 220 here very soon. So I'm waiting for it. Jeremy, square this one up right in the center of the face, and 220 is in reach. That was high. That was straight. That was 212 and 212 apex as well. 429 is the number to beat. This one has a chance.
That certainly looked like it could fly all the way. Did it fly? 429.
Wow!
1 yard short. 428.
And 213 on that one. 224 up in the air. That has a chance as well. That's down the left side of the grid. And I feel like the wind just shifted. That's one. Did you hear that? That's one.
That's one. Next one is 429.
Oh, wow. He just matched the distance. They're tied. 429. They're tied right now. That's another high one down the left side. At 215, 204. It's trending towards the line. I don't know if the wind is going to push it back because it's not pushing that much off the left anymore.
I have a feeling that the wind is now virtually over the right shoulder.
High ball, one-hand finish, 213, probably the highest shot of the day. Let's see the height on that thing. 242 of apex. That might be the one.
This may very well have been.
That one is Obi left.
423.
Wow, we have a tie, Arnold. We have
It's
a tie.
a tie. Wow. Have you ever? Who would have called this?
Playoff.
So the tie is there at 429.
What's going to happen now is they're going to hit a playoff, but it's a one-ball playoff. So it's the highest stakes ever for this one ball.
Let's hear from Sean Falconer again. Shawnee, take it away.
So I'm coming over to talk to the two guys quickly before we do it. Bobby. You thought you had it. You thought you had it, and then he caught it there in that last round, eh?
I actually didn't think I had it. I didn't like any of the balls I hit in that third round. And I knew if he tagged one, it was probably going to take me. So I feel relieved, honestly, to go to a playoff.
Well, you got everything to play for. Jeremy, where did Jeremy disappear to? There he is. Come and step into my office. You got a couple of out of bounds there in the first and second rounds. It wasn't quite hitting the sweet spot. That last round, it just worked, didn't it?
Yeah, I switched setups. This setup I'm using is for downwind, so you can see the balls. It was sky high, but I mean, I'm more accurate with it. It just works for me, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Well, gents, you got to play off now. Let the best man win.
It's a one-ball shootout. The pressure is huge. It looks like it could be Bobby Ray to go first.
And let's face it, Arnold. If Bobby wins this, he wins the whole thing. If Jeremy wins this playoff, it's going into another playoff. Because then they're tied. Because then they both have 3 points.
Brilliant. Who could have scripted this any better? So, it is Nowak who goes first.
Let's get the cheering going!
That is definitely not the ball. So now, Bobby only has to put a ball in play. He only has to put a ball in play, and that is the toughest thing in long drive.
Make a guess for me. Does he take it down the left here and let the wind drift it back?
I have a feeling he's just going to hit it right down the middle.
Right, let's check it out.
That is his game. And that thing is not in play. For a playoff, we need balls in play. We're not going to win with an OB ball. We need balls in play.
Just one ball at a time. That's all it is. Nowak steps back up again. Who's going to be the one-hit wonder? Missed it.
That thing is fast, but it's off the planet. So again, same scenario. Bobby just has to put a ball in play. And that's OB2.
Deadsville, USA. Here we go one more time.
It's tough, Arnold. It really is. I've been in that position a lot of times, and just putting a ball in play is the worst thing that can happen.
Your focus has changed, hasn't it? That's exactly what's happened.
Yeah, you just don't want to dial it back, but at the same time, you try to. It's a weird feeling. And that is OB left. That is OB left.
Oh, damn it.
So once again, Bobby has his chance. He has his chance to win the whole thing. And you know what, Arnold? I have a feeling every single one of these shots so far has been a copy of the one before.
Yeah, almost exactly. You're right. Nowak back in business.
That is an interesting ball. That is a really interesting ball. It's trending towards the line. It was high, 211, 237. Let's see if that thing stays in. It's going to be really, really, really close.
Did it stay in? That is the question.
It is out of bounds. We just got called back that it's out of bounds. And that thing is OB as well.
That reaction tells you the pressure is mounting.
Both guys are struggling right now. They put so many balls in play before, and now when it really matters, they're struggling. That ball is in play. That ball is in play. And Arnold,
That's there.
I might have to correct myself on this, because I think Jeremy won the first set. He won the first set, Bobby won the second set. So right now, Jeremy has 1 point, Bobby has 2 points. The winner of the playoff wins.
It's all to play for here now.
What
Bobby
is the
Longway Ray with all the pressure on those big shoulders.
And that ball might be in play as well. It's trending towards the line again.
That looks like it may be
Oh,
out.
it's just out
it's
of bounds. We do not have confirmation yet for the distance, but it looks like Jeremy took it home.
Waiting, waiting, waiting.
Gents, I've got you now. That was a nail biter. Okay, round of applause. Bobby and Jeremy. I think we're going to talk to Bobby first. Just didn't quite want to fall for you, did it?
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to categorize that as a choke. I had 4 opportunities just to put a ball in play and just couldn't release the club face, and just kind of handed it to him there down the stretch. But he was the first one to get one in play, and he's a hell of a hitter, he's a hell of a dude. Yeah, this was an unbelievable experience.
So, Jeremy, once again, like in the first 2 rounds, things were shanking off to the left there, and then you just got that one right, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to one shot, I can't just lay up for this guy, so I got to go all out. When you got one shot to put in, it's kind of tough. So I'm glad I got one in, put some pressure on, and now I come away with the W.
Well, of course, we can't let you guys go without first saying a few notes about the country, your experiences here, and of course the support you've had. Thoughts on Benoni, South Africa, and the local crowds?
I mean, I love South Africa. I can't wait to come back. And, I mean, these fans, this right here is the environment that the sport of long drive needs. And it was just a really fun experience. I wish I hit the ball a little bit better, but, I mean, how do you not have fun with an environment like this? So thank you, everybody, for being out here.
And Jeremy, same thing from you. What do you think about our local country, our local tourism, and our local golfing scene?
This is my first time overseas, so you guys, I mean, you set the bar high. So I love this place. It's awesome. Thank you guys for coming. I mean, this event is amazing. It is probably the best long drive event I've ever been to. So thank you.
There you go, Benoni! The best long drive competition he's ever been in.
Of course it is the best.